got way more than we were thinking. Hey everybody, today I'm here early at the store because I'm actually heading to a local importer that's about an hour away from me, and I'm gonna go and hand pick some koi and goldfish. They got about 2,000 imported from Israel. Actually, the same farm, some of the koi are coming from the same farms that Aquarium Co-op visited and had in their video, which was amazing. And I thought that was super coincidental, and I knew it, took it as a sign, definitely had to get the koi from here. And I'm super excited, so we'll check back in once we're over there. So here they have outside all of the koi that they just imported in. Now they have the tubs at a low level right now, just because it's all part of the acclimation process. They don't just give them super deep tubs. They got to acclimate to the temperature, the way they shipped over. They have the 7-inch size, they have the 4-inch size, they have a ton of pool fish, which are a nice alternative to people who can't really spend the money on all the koi if you're investing a lot. These are the big ones, the 14-inch koi that, believe it or not, somebody beat us there and took most of those. They had a ton of other ones. So they pretty much gave us free range to net out and catch ones that we wanted. We're being careful here to not scare them too much. We want to grab them with the special net. And then it's actually pretty common to grab the fish with your hands versus getting another net. It's just better for the fish on their scales. You can see that we have a more traditional looking one there. It's actually drawn to a lot of the special ones that I know have all these unique names in the koi world. I wish I was more familiar. I'm going to get more into it for sure. This was one of my favorites right here. Beautiful fish. All right, yeah, we got a couple there. Look at this one.
I like that. Oh, it's perfect.
I really like this orange one a lot.
Yeah, we need more oranges.
Wow. Wowie.
Wowie. Ooh. Traditional.
This one is a traditional with the,
yeah.
What did we say was Jinrin?
Oh, yeah.
I like these. You gotta get a variety. I like all of them.
We did that at least like 5 times in that tank.
Here we are taking the pool fish. They got a lot more of these. Like I said, these are a more affordable option for people. I think they're just as beautiful as the koi, and from my understanding, they will get a similar size, so they're a good alternative for people. I really like the golds in here. They had ones with blue in them. They have traditional reds, so really, really great fish. So here are the ones we ended up picking out for the store. They just look amazing in the sunlight. The shimmering on the scales, everything looks awesome. You got the 4-inch size and the 7-inch size there. I think that they were really good size because they can go together, and the price point is pretty fair. Those are the pool fish. We ended up getting a ton of those, way more than we thought, which was pretty funny by the time we got the bill. This is my favorite shot here. My 3 favorite koi together, just looking amazing. Check out all the goldfish. See, these are beautiful, nice size. We've got Arandas, we've got Ryukins, we've got some Ranchus here. Wow. Oh, these are some nice pearl scales. See, at least in my area, in New Jersey, this isn't really available to us, at least stores that I have. So to get a goldfish this big, it's a big deal in my area. Some of you might be looking and saying like, yeah, we have those, but we don't. So that's why I'm really excited to bring them in. Even just these goldfish, the quality in these is way better than anything I'd be able to get at a normal store if it wasn't my own. And I don't you know, most PetSmart Petcos, they're not hand picking fish. But I love these pearl scales. I'm gonna have to get a bunch of these ones. These are really nice. So picking out the goldfish here, you can see the water is a little cloudy from everybody kind of stirring up everything. There's a ton of different store owners here picking out fish, so constantly being stirred up there. It's a lot of fish in there, but the water is clean, even though it looks a little cloudy. Goldfish are very messy, but you can see that at this point, I was just scooping in these tanks, just scooping out a net full, and then what I would do is pick out from the top-down view which ones I thought looked really good, and then they actually have these containers that you could see them in the side view as well. So picking out goldfish, you just want to make sure that you're not getting ones with deformities. Here was a fun find, telescope eye goldfish that made its way in that mix that wasn't labeled as, you know, telescope eye. That was a cool one. That was one that we decided to keep. A lot of these had really cool patterns on them, really nice colors, looked really healthy, so I was really happy to see that. And these weren't even the jumbo sized ones. These were considered mediums, which are the largest I've seen in the area, at least around me. I really like the classic looking Orandas. I think those are my favorite types. I was looking at these here. These were really nice. They had a really nice wen on them, which is the top part there. Sometimes you see in fancy goldfish that it grows over the eyes. So these are actually really good quality ones that we don't have to worry about that. Here's the tank of ranchus, and what I was doing was looking for any kind of deformities in the fish. I didn't see too many, which was really nice, but there was one that I wanted to show that just what I was talking about when I'm looking for deformities. So that one had a slight finnage, kind of curved in the wrong direction. So that's something that at this price point for the imported goldfish, people are looking out for. So you want to make sure to avoid that. And here's just another shot showing like the really nice color on these ranchus, the body shape. I just love them. Something I didn't know that I would like until I saw it in person were these pearl scale goldfish. I've seen them online before and they didn't really catch my interest at all, but you can see on the body how their scales are different, so that's what gives them the pearl scale name. I do want to research more about these guys, just because I know there's a lot of culling involved when you breed them and raise them, but I really like them. So these guys were awesome. This was a giant red-tailed catfish and a tiger shovel-nose hybrid. These guys were the pets of the owners, so they keep them in this tank here. They're really friendly. They actually like to be pet and hand-fed, which was really cool to see. But there's also other fish in here that they sell. Like they have a giant arowana in there, and they have an iridescent shark in there. Those guys just get huge. I believe they also had a peacock bass in here. But I was just amazed at the behavior of fish just coming up, wanting to be hand-fed, wanting to be pet. That guy not so much, but the red-tailed catfish for sure. And there's the peacock bass there. Beautiful, beautiful size. And here were some of the awesome guppies and other live bearers that they had. This importer gets from Israel a lot, and I did confirm with them that some of these guppies are from the farms that Aquarium Co-op visited in Israel. So I thought that was awesome. We all saw how good quality those guppies were, and I'm working with them to get a giant import order for myself from those specific farms to work on getting some of those good quality guppies here in the U.S. These really caught my eye, the blue Moscow, a ton of live bearers that I really wanted to take home. I almost took these home to work with, but they had a ton of mollies and swordtails and platies. I just love this place, and I'm so fortunate to have it only an hour away from me. We've got the koi and the goldfish settled in here. I put them in this 3-tier tank display. A lot of you guys asked what tank this is. This was custom built for me for plants and goldfish. So it stays at the room temperature, stays a little bit cooler than the rest of the tanks here, and it gives plenty of room for the koi to swim around even at the 7-8 inch size. They have plenty of room just to be sold in here. I'm really loving these koi. Obviously, I picked a lot of gold because that turned out to be my favorite. They look even better with the top-down view, like they're meant to be seen. The platinum with the sparkle. Anything with the sparkle on them is my favorite. The importer told me what that was called. I forgot off the top of my head, but that's, you know, called something in the koi world, but I love it. There's a lot of these guys that I wish I could take home. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out a way to have koi, whether that's in a tub or some kind of basin, because I don't have a pond right now. I wish I did, but I don't. But really want these guys. You can see the goldfish here are acclimating pretty well as well. I don't think there'll be a problem in this planted tank setup. If they do, that's all right. You know, the plants will move, but the plants are pretty well established at this point. Got the ranchus, the pearl scales looking good. Can't get over the size of these orandas. I've never seen orandas this big in person before, but they are really good. Even same thing with these ranchus. Never seen them this size before in person, and if I had room in the fish room, I would have taken, like, you know, maybe a group of 6 of those orandas and maybe bred them for fun. That would have been a fun project for me. And the pool fish are doing really good too. These are a cheaper option if people don't want to do koi. I think I have these at like $11.99 right now each. Interestingly, with the golds, they told me that they only get those in Israel, supposedly. That Israel is the country who has those strain of golds, pool fish. These are really pretty too, and they get just as, you know, similar size to the koi. And there's some really nice ones in here that I would take as well. But overall, I'm gonna need to figure out a way to put covers on these, because I don't think it'll be a problem with these goldfish, but with the koi and with the pool fish, I would think that maybe some would jump out. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way that looks nice and kind of goes with the look and doesn't ruin the look of this planted tank setup. That there's a cover so that they don't jump out. But that was a hand-picking trip to the importer. Keep an eye out for a video. I was invited to do a kind of a unboxing, their unboxing, when they import 2,000 at a time in. So hopefully I get to do that. So keep an eye out for that video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.